Hey, what's happening? What's happening? It's your boy Bubba Sparks. If you didn't know prior to this moment, you better know for sure. Anytime I'm rolling through Colorado Springs, I'm checking out Wake and Bake America. How could you not be listening to Wake and Bake? Holding it down with Cammy, Renee, and Mr. Trey. All the way, twice on Sunday. Y'all probably ain't on Sunday, but it's all good. Y'all should be.
Copywritten, so don't copy me.
It's time for blunt football talk.
Trouble gets away. Mahomes racing with the bad ankle and all. It's
See
down
him right
to
now carrying his little briefcase with his little
out in the streets.
Yep, with his little briefcase and his cut off hoodie. His hoodie with cut off sleeves. The poor little sleeves are lost in the gutter. No home. Like a little puppy. And that's how Bill Belichick's career is.
Parsons on the move, and Micah Parsons is in.
He's that fool.
Hey, tell me you didn't grow up in the projects without telling me.
I grew up with adjacent, dog.
Hutchinson has it, and he's to the 20-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson with a takeaway.
I hope it fucks your life up. I hope you fail. I hope you fall flat on your face. I'm like, these are my friends. This is us.
Ball comes out of his hand toward the end zone.
I personally cannot twerk. I used to be able to twerk until I took a twerking injury. Tried to do the whole wall twerk upside down. Took an injury. I've never twerked the same again.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
All right, Champagne Poppy.
Yeah.
Hey, player, what you gonna get for Christmas? What you gonna get
What up, fuck faces?
Bro, I bet we sound great. Huh?
Yeah, well, I can hear you this time at least. So there's
Sound
that.
like $1 million cocksucker, bro.
You sound like $1 million box office. Aw, thanks. That's the nicest thing you've ever said.
It'll be the nicest thing I ever said.
Of course, it'll never be the nicest thing you ever said because I don't think you say anything.
I mean, I try to say things nice. I really try. I try really hard.
Not that hard.
I do my best,
Oh,
man.
wait, I mean, that's what she said.
Sure, bro.
See, I'm muting it and unmuting it. That way, hopefully, it keeps the words and
that was no problem. No, you don't need to do that.
yeah, you know, I
promise
like
you that
with it. So it was
Honestly,
you're the
bro.
problem.
I mean, you ain't gotta say it like that, but yeah.
I was singing it. That was more like, you know, that was a tribute to TS. You know, the TS.
Right?
I said I go hi.
News of America,
I'm
right?
the problem. It's me. Yeah. That's what America for you right there. That's America for you right there. Mm-hmm. America.
I'm the problem. You're why I'm the problem. That's America. So let's get to the biggest story of the week. The current coaching openings in the NFL that will be open.
Ooh, coaching. Uh-oh. Hit me with it.
Yeah, man. I got some current coaching openings. I'm really curious why the music's coming in so heavy. Is it overpowering me on your side, or is that just me because it's in my ears?
That's probably you just because it's your ear.
Because I don't hear me as the problem. That was weird me out. Whatever.
You're
So
supposed to hear yourself.
you're an idiot.
I mean, you
Coaching
are, but
vacancies.
you tone yourself out.
Las
You do hear
Vegas.
yourself when you turn yourself out. Vegas? What about Vegas?
So one of the biggest coaching vacancies that could come available would be, of course, the Las Vegas Raiders positioning for a head coach there.
Ooh, yeah, Antonio Pierce, huh? I gotta cut him loose.
I just think that I don't like it because we always think Pierce should get a second season. I've never really sandbagged him with a shit team and no quarterback, dude.
Yeah. So I don't think they should cut him. I think they should really let him stay and just let him hire the way he wants to hire. We'll see what's going down.
I always get worried that coaches are getting sandbagged with teams, and ultimately they're set up to not succeed. We've had this question many times.
Yeah, somebody's got the blame has to go on somebody, and it might as well go on the coach instead of, I don't know, the people who actually, pay for the shit. Jerry Jones.
So the New York Giants could see a coaching change as a possible situation. This after Brian Dabble and manager Joe Schoen have had pretty rough run of it. Giants president CEO John Murrow believes that both men are highly capable. It just...
I mean, New York has not been good since the early 2000s. Let's be real.
I think what people are holding their head on with these two guys in New York is the fact that they won that wild card game against Minnesota, bro. Just a couple of years ago.
I mean,
That's
well, they already got rid of. They've already got rid of that quarterback who is now on Minnesota.
okay. Now, we definitely didn't like the moves Jacksonville did when they drafted Trevor Lawrence, but the move to the coach after that, that's Doug Peterson, of course, or Pedersen, sorry. We haven't seen the results that we would like to see out of Pedersen. So, what's your take on that? Should the Jaguars recycle and cycle out? Is it time for a change in Jacksonville also?
Yeah, Jacksonville has been floundering slowly over the past couple of years, but this year they kind of definitely fell flat, definitely on their face. I'm definitely not going to say it's not just the coaching, because TL wasn't doing his thing, but then again, all he really had was ETN. I don't really recall any of their receivers other than ETN, who seems to do everything.
Okay. So my next question is, when we look at the New England Patriots, should Mayo's job be on the hot seat considered for the take?
No.
Ooh, that's that beer.
For as long as Double B had it and kind of sent it down the drain, I do believe Mayo should get more than 2 years to try and make something out of that franchise. To be quite honest, he got handed a shit team from Bill Belichick. Let's be real. He's trying to build it back up, so give that man some time.
All right, and
I
then
think Robert Kraft is going to let him do that.
Here's a few more obvious ones, like the Chicago Bears, New Orleans Saints, and the New York Jets. Should they all three be looking for that hardcore replacement for a long-term solution to a long-term problem?
Yes.
What about Cleveland and Tennessee? What do you think about Cleveland and Tennessee? Do we need coaching changes in Cleveland and Tennessee?
There's a lot more things that need to happen in Cleveland than just coaching changes.
They really bank on Tweedledum there, Watson, huh?
Yeah, they did. They put all their eggs in one basket and then proceeded to throw the basket off the fucking cliff.
Okay,
And that cliff was the Niagara Falls.
I saved my biggest coaching position that should it be changed for last. My biggest one. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucking Dallas.
Let's see. It's not.
What?
You could change the coach all you want, right? Unless that coach has a big set of cojones, it don't matter, because we all know Jerry Jones is going to have final say. So I think there needs to be an ownership change, to be honest with you, in order for something to be able to, or Jerry Jones needs to step the fuck back. Like, for real, the coaches and the managers and everybody he's hired to run the team, run the fucking team. Sorry.
So you can change the Bendejo, but you can't change the Bendehi. Oh man, I got hiccups.
Yeah, you can change the yeah. Exactly what you said. Champagne Poppy. Exactly what you said.
I had hiccups really bad.
Yeah, and that bong rip sounds like it helps you out quite a bit, though.
Yeah.
I could have scared you and told you that, she was pregnant.
She fixed. So
I didn't say you.
your dog's pregnant.
Whoa. Why would my dog? What did you do to my dog?
I don't know.
You killer, B. Sorry. Half-baked flashback. It's almost time for another bong.
In other
So,
news, are you ready for this? In other NFL news, there are your 2025 Hall of Fame finalists. Eric Allen, quarterback, Philadelphia Eagles, New Orleans Saints, and Oakland Raiders. Jared Allen, defensive end, Kansas City Chiefs, Minnesota Vikings, Chicago Bears, Carolina Panthers. Willie Anderson, Packers, Cincinnati Bengals, Baltimore Raven, and was on the Baltimore Ravens.
wait, did you say Penguins?
Cincinnati Bengals, 96.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I heard Penguins. I do apologize.
Gary Evans, guard, 2006 to 2016 New Orleans Saints. He was on that Super Bowl team. Also played with the Packers in 2017. Antonio Gates, tight end, San Diego and LA/LA. Torrey Holt, 1999 to 2008 St. Louis Rams, 2009 Jaguar player. Luke Kuechly, remember him? Linebacker, 2012 to 2019 Carolina Panthers. That's that Cam Newton era linebacker. Remember him?
Superman? Jesus Christ.
Surefire first ballot two-time Super Bowl champion Eli Manning, quarterback New York Giants, 2004 to 2019.
And
And
give me the Giants rundown right quick. Is that what you're doing?
I mean, I was.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I apologize.
So, and then of course, you always got to save. It's always nice, is the way to word it, right?
Yes, it's always nice. It's always that depends on the phrasing depends on the context.
But is there anything better?
Than a big old booty? No.
Is there anything better than winning a Super Bowl?
Big old booty. No, there's nothing better than winning this. Well, that depends on. For your segment, no, there's nothing better than winning a Super Bowl. So we'll keep with that because every sport has its own. But I can't. There's nothing better than a Super Bowl because we compare every other sport's main game. It's like this is the Super Bowl of baseball or Super Bowl of NASCAR or the Super Bowl of this. So no, there is nothing better than the Super Bowl because the grand spectacle of it all.
Yeah, your mama.
I said something actually smart and intelligent, and you're gonna come back with your mama. Damn.
I ain't here to make friends.
Why have the roles reversed here? You're the one who's supposed to be saying something smart and intelligent. I'm supposed to be
your friend. I'm
the
here
one
to
over here.
Show.
You're here to explain the show.
I love you,
You're
bro.
to run the show. Run the show. Time to smoke a bowl. You ready? You ready for this? Anyway, as we were talking about, this week's sporting events have been taking place all at fucked up times and crazy times. Crazy times. Like there was a Christmas game
I'm
on
sorry.
Netflix, which how was that? Are we going to talk about that? I don't mean to, jump
Sir,
at myself.
there was one more thing, sir.
Oh, there was one more thing? Oh, what's the other thing? I apologize. These nuts.
Steve Smith, Senior. He's a fine. Yeah. That was all I wanted to finish with.
I salute you, sir.
Steve Smith,
As
Senior.
you should.
But that wasn't the only one, bro. Hold on. This is a tough class. You got Terrell Suggs, Baltimore Ravens, Arizona Cardinals, Chiefs. Fred Taylor, running back, Jacksonville Jaguars, New England Patriots. Adam Vinatieri, kicker, Super Bowl champion, and the kicker of the kick, Adam Vinatieri. Reggie Wayne.
R.I.P.
Oh, I'm not done. Darren Woodson, Dallas Cowboys safety, 1992 to 2003 Super Bowl champion. Marshall Yanda, guard tackle for the Baltimore Ravens during their Super Bowl run, when they beat the 49ers.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna
Yeah.
remember that, aren't you? Anytime the Niners lose.
Quite coincidentally, yes, I will.
Coincidentally,
What's
not
that
so
instantly?
coincidentally.
Kwanzaa densely? I really tried to fit Kwanzaa in there, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. It kind of worked for a second until you said it the second time.
The second time I said, I felt like I jacked it up. Actually,
The first time I didn't catch it until you said it. The second time I was like, did he just try to? If you don't say nothing, I'm gonna let it slide. But you had to say something.
I got to admit that these are some of the best times of the year for football. You got the playoffs really, coming to its head end, right? Playoff qualification coming to a head end. You have the
Yes.
second round of the college football playoffs coming up next weekend, right? Well, next week, starting on New Year's Day and New Year's Eve.
Yes, the actual bowl games that really matter.
I mean, you have to win those other ones to get there, Pete. Don't be a bitch. We asked for it. We have it. Don't ruin it.
Hey, I'm just saying. So that means Iowa State made it in after beating Miami today, is what you're telling me.
Made it in? No, they didn't make it in anything.
Exactly.
That was
Exactly. These bowl games don't matter.
I didn't even mention those. I was just mentioning though. I meant the 4 games that were played as part of the playoff last week. Those did.
My bad. Yeah, those did count.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I meant like the other bowl games that are happening this week don't matter.
Man.
My bad.
I'm in the
ones that are
studio.
going to the college, the CPF.
I'm in the studio getting lit. I'm drinking
Yeah,
bourbon.
I can tell.
In the pick'em race, right? Bro, you fell down one behind Junior.
Yeah,
It was that Texans pick.
the Texas game, yeah. Especially seeing how did you see how many points they put up this week?
Mm-hmm. And I definitely kept the gap between you, him, and I. So basically, your Texas pick only gave him a push into second. But as we say in the beautiful prediction board, there are no second places. There's winners.
That's right.
There's a winner, and then there's somebody who was there. We're not even sure. We don't even call them losers because we don't got that much respect for us. Is that how we treat each other? Yeah, that's how we treat each other. Yeah.
It's the stoners. Right. It's the stoners in the background. And that's what we're gonna call them. The stoners in the background. Let's see.
Bro, almost dropped the ball.
That would have been hilarious.
So I do want to talk a little bit about the board and kind of go over some things. So not making the playoffs so far, nothing's really changed there. I still can't believe you put Philly on the board though, bro. Like they were going to get
the way they played last year, bro. It's not my fault that I forget. Saquon came on and actually played like Saquon plays. The way they played last year, that's all I had to go by. I had to go by their record from last year.
I can't believe you're putting Dallas on the board, and I was like, just trust me. You should probably do it too. Sorry,
Dallas won't make the playoffs.
I will tell you that swing and a miss with C.J. Stroud is best fantasy player for me. Sophomore slump in full effect for that kid this year. But you really nailed it. You're going to nail that one. There's no way unless, Josh Allen throws, like 5 touchdowns this weekend and then does 5 or 6 more touchdowns next weekend. Otherwise, with the show Lamar's been putting on, it's very unlikely that Josh Allen will pass him. Lamar's the number 1 quarterback in fantasy. He's also the number 1 fantasy player, right? So you'll probably nail that one for sure. Rookie of the year, Jaden Daniels, probably going to win that one. I'll probably get that story.
I forgot that Marvin Harrison's team's not always the best. He doesn't have a good quarterback.
For MVP, I think we all screwed up. We had Patrick Mahomes, C.J. Stroud, and that was the only ones that we had on the board. And none of those are it.
Yeah. Because it's going to be Lamar.
Lamar or Josh Allen. I don't think there's anyone else that really has any stake to the claim to that. You could, if Saquon were to break Eric Dickerson's 40-year-old record, you may have an argument for Saquon. He'd get votes.
Just because he hurled that dude backwards doesn't mean a goddamn thing.
Well, no, but we throw that in there.
That was the play of the year.
We talk about the yards he used to break Eric Dickerson's record. We're going to have to mention the 3 yards he gained by reverse jumping over someone, okay? I'm just saying.
Yes.
That
has to be an asterisk.
Right?
In game, this motherfucker did a reverse hurdle.
It's like 3 yards of these XYZ yards were reversely hurdled over a man. It was probably really only like a yard or two. Momentum was helping. But hey, 50 years from now when we're on our deathbed, it was 3 fucking yards backwards over someone. 9 feet, okay?
It literally could have been, dude, because his momentum probably carried him at least that far.
And he's not very tall, so yeah.
Yeah. And the squats, there's the leg power there as well. So there's definitely a good chance he really did go 3 yards. Maybe even 4 yards.
Rams are up 10-0 on the Cardinals right now at the half. Rams right now fighting to hang on to the West, the NFC West, while
let's go Cardinals.
Off another set of birds, Seattle, who is trying to win out and hold the strength of there's that new formula, the strength of whatever. It's strength. It's like strength of schedule or something. I don't remember how they. I don't like that tiebreaker, but if you split the division, right, that's the next tiebreaker. That's just what it is. It's like, okay, well, so who played the tougher schedule this year? And basically, it's like strength of wins against like teams with basically wins, and it's like for instance, I think the Rams are like 2.5 is their strength of wins because they have like 2.5 wins over teams with winning records or something like that. It's something weird like that, right?
Yeah, some weird mathematical bullshit.
I like it though. I'm into math.
I didn't say math was stupid. I said weird.
Well, I mean, I'm weird. If we're being honest, I'm weird. Did I lose you? Oh, I think we did lose him. That's interesting. It's always interesting when you lose a bitch. But, we'll pick a bitch back up. Because that's what we do. We pick our friends up. Around here mostly so we can throw them back down. I mean, that's what we do. We like each other. Maybe more irrelevant than relevant on this show. The reality is we'll throw each other under a bus. We'll put your grandma right under the tire with it. It's we're sexy like. Do we mean to be that way? Maybe. Maybe not. Here's what I do know. Podcast, we better get this back in here. Because we got to talk about playoffs and shit like that. We got to talk about these games from this week. That much I know. Because sometimes you got to smack a hoe. Even if that hoe's your best friend. If your best friend's a hoe, you slap that hoe. Slap a hoe. Bam. Thanks, bestie friend, hoe. All jokes aside, we'll be back after the break.
You won't be texting and driving with us up in your ride.
All right, it's time to have that talk. Yeah, I'm talking to you, homeowner. Don't you try to run away, townhome renter and apartment renter. Look, every time we move, they charge us a ridiculous amount of money. Every time you need something remodeled, those people charge you a ridiculous amount of money. So this time, when I moved, I got my whole deposit back. Now, I can't promise you the same results, but what I can tell you is I went through Quality Peak Customs. That's right. That's handyman and remodeling. And at Quality Peak Customs, they're going to take care of you the best they can to help you get the best job you can. So whether it's moving out, needing your apartment brushed up for the handover, your townhome, you want to rent that out, you need it fixed up for the big remodel, hey, that house, When's the last time you've done something? Well, when you do it, why don't you call Quality Peak Customs at 719-964-6871. That's 719-964-6871. You can also email Quality Peak Customs at qualitypeak.customs@gmail.com for your free quote today. You can check out Quality Peak Customs on Facebook as well. Let's go with Quality Peak Customs for your next move, your next remodel, or the next time you need a helping hand around your home. All right, it's time to have that talk. Yeah, I'm talking to you, homeowner. Don't you try to run away, townhome renter and apartment renter. Look, every time we move, they charge us a ridiculous amount of money. Every time you need something remodeled, those people charge you a ridiculous amount of money. So this time, when I moved, I got my whole deposit back. Now, I can't promise you the same results, but what I can tell you is I went through Quality Peak Customs. That's right. That's handyman and remodeling. And at Quality Peak Customs, they're going to take care of you the best they can to help you get the best job you can. So whether it's moving out, needing your apartment brushed up for the handover, your townhome, you want to rent that out?
Trey gonna be that old guy in sandals and khakis with a button.
I've been saying this for how long now?
Like I can't step outside naked.
We jumped into the river.
What did you do? Did you run
I
along
jumped
the river
in.
bank?
I let autocorrect make me look stupid on Facebook every day. With Luxembourg. I can't do it.
It's Luxembourg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That's what they all say.
Ah!
look at you, girl.
Sexual tracking app on it. And it found that
Who is actually using that? Welcome home, gentlemen from the 4th Infantry Division, 4th ID.
Yeah. I think he was trying to be funny, but it kind of escalated.
I think he was trying to hit her on a discount. Oh!
This is your station.
I like this right here.
The People's Station. Monuments, Falcon, and Colorado Springs.
It's time for Blunt Football Talk.
Trouble gets away. Mahomes racing with the bad ankle and all. Inside the
right now
20.
carrying his little briefcase with his little
Out in the streets?
Yep, with his little briefcase and his cut off hoodie. His hoodie with cut off sleeves. The poor little sleeves are lost in the gutter. No home. Like a real puppy. And that's how Bill Belichick's career is.
Parsons on the move, and Micah Parsons is in.
He's that fool.
Hey, tell me you didn't grow up in the projects without telling me.
I grew up with adjacent, dog.
Ball's out. Hutchinson has it, and he's to the 20-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson with a takeaway.
I hope it fucks your life up. I hope you fail. I hope you fall flat on your face. I'm like, these are my friends. This is us.
Ball comes out of his hand toward the end zone.
I personally cannot twerk. I used to be able to twerk until I took a twerking injury. Tried to do the whole wall twerk upside down. Took an injury. I've never twerked the same again.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
All right, Champagne Poppy.
The bird machine. Check.
It's like, yeah.
Ho, ho, ho.
Like, oh. You're supposed to put your foot up.
Ho, 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 ho.
Put your foot up in this. Do not step in there and step up in this. You know when somebody cooks really good, you're like, damn, you put your foot all up in this shit. Right?
Ah.
You did not put
So once again, Taylor Swift popped up in here again, is what you're saying?
Whoa, bro. You need to come down. As a local Taylor Swift representative and supporter of this household, I'm going to need you to come down.
Interesting.
Bro.
Interesting.
Don't make me call Taylor. Don't make me call Taylor. Don't make me call Taylor and make her write a breakup story about you, bro.
Here, call Taylor. Call Taylor. There you go.
Yeah, me and Taylor tight like that.
if you call Taylor, make sure Travis Kelsey's there because I'd like to have his autograph.
I mean, it's kind of cool.
That means his brother Jason.
Oh, me and
Jason
Travis,
seems to be the cool one.
me and Travis are actually like, I'm like uncle to him. I'm not that much
What?
older than him, but I'm old enough older than him with grandkids, and he didn't have any kids like an uncle.
Yeah.
Travis Kelsey calls me Uncle Treason because he knows I like to smoke weed. He don't really approve of it, but he might try it when he gets done with football. You never said that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I like to hang out with Jason because Jason doesn't play football, and he's way into all that good shit.
Not we're gonna.
Because Jason seems to be more fun at around things because he doesn't have to like be all healthy or pass drug tests to play football. He seems more fun at a tailgate. That's all I want to hang out with him as at a tailgate. That's all.
You know where I would like to have been tailgating? That was that Chiefs Steelers game after the Chiefs put a little womp womp on the Steelers. That was on Christmas. We had 2 Christmas games. Podcast me, do you realize we've had a game every day of the week this season, at least one time this season, except Tuesday?
That's quite tip for us thing. That's probably a good thing.
We've had a Friday
Well,
game.
we haven't had professional football.
Yes, we did have a professional Friday game. We had Friday Night Lights to kick off the season, and then we also had Black Friday Prime Shopping.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We haven't had a professional football game on a Tuesday. Professional football on Tuesday.
Sorry, I don't even think we've had a college game on Tuesday. Is there any of these bowl games
we
on
have.
Tuesday? That's really dumb game.
There's not bowl games. There might be like a weird school game that has been played on that. Has a weird schedule, like those smaller schools. I've seen it.
29-10. Chiefs over the Steelers. The Chiefs lock up the number 1 seed. Pretty much going to be looking to sit people next week, which is also why our fantasy football league, literally in our fantasy football league, we do the Super Bowl this week because there's a 50-50 chance your dudes might not actually be playing or playing for a reason. And after this year, maybe consider maybe switching up to even a week earlier.
Depending on if your team has locked up the top.
You got to make those decisions, in life.
Right.
That
it be like that sometimes.
That yield result, man.
It be like that sometimes.
Be like that. And when it's not like that, it still be like that. Right, Chief, y'all. So.
It is what it is till it ain't, is what they say.
Let's dive into a different sector of the world. Let's dive into a different sector of the world. Hold on.
You're going all sad.
Let's go to the next game, actually, if you want to know the truth. So the Baltimore Ravens, 31-2, put a beat down on the Texans. And if Henry had just failed forward instead of trying to get cute with it, the Texans wouldn't have even got the safety they got, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, they got lucky with that one, so, hey.
The Texans
they're the second team this year to only have scored 2 points, if I'm not mistaken, or in history.
That man's not here today.
I don't remember. It's just the stat that I remember popping up. I'll have to go back and give my stat work on it, but normally that's Statman's job. But Statman is otherwise preoccupied.
He's got a visit.
Damn. Stats done got told on by Pops.
Have you seen that show, by the way? Pops House on CBS?
Yes. That's actually a very good show.
Years in advance and way more wealthier, right?
Dude, that show is not at all what I expected it to be from the commercials that I saw from it.
My question is, do you like it?
I fucking love that show, dude. That show's fucking great.
I love that show. Okay, I was hoping you said that. I was going to be so hurt if you didn't, because it's great. And Cammy's walked by a few times soon, and she's like, this is your life. And I'm like, I know, right? Like, literally.
Junior is just way too much. I don't know. It's like you're junior and senior at the same time. Like, seriously.
My
You can play
junior,
both parts.
junior is more like me. What you're
And
saying?
you try to be more like senior. Yeah. You're more like junior and senior at the same time, is what I'm getting at.
I was still the ball behind Marvin, and I'm like, oh, go. The receiver in fantasy, one of my starters. I started him over Cup because Cup ain't been catching shit.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I just figured the Cardinals would be
See,
chasing.
the only thing is, you do have a crazy exit. You still pay, those things too. So that kind of does make you senior.
No, I
then
don't.
again,
I don't anymore. I recently involved myself in that.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Growing up.
But yeah, because that's a whole different type of payment type deal that he's got going on in this. Yeah. Yeah. But still.
The Seahawks played last night.
Yes, how'd that go?
Boring as fuck. Dude, that game was 6-3, and I fell asleep during it.
Damn, bro.
Because you know what 6-3 means? That's a field goal fest, homie.
Yeah, or a touchdown and a missed field goal.
That's just 3 field goals. It's not even a fest yet.
Damn.
9-12 is a field goal fest to me.
I don't know, man. How many field goals did Dicker the kicker kick?
Bro, yeah, in that game. Okay, well, that's because you want to talk about the game from earlier today. The Chargers blew out New England 40-7, and guaranteed.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm just trying to figure out. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, they did guarantee their playoff spot as well with that win.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, but fantasy, I look down and I see like.
Yeah, that's a big win for them. And there's a lot of implications going on right now, too, of course, right? Like, for instance, the Broncos were playing the Bengals right before we came on to do the show. And that game went into overtime. Both teams had the ball actually a couple times. It was a wild-ass end to a game, dude, seriously. And the Broncos really had their fate in their hands. Just had to go down, kick a field goal.
And picks.
Bro, Denver threw like I gotta get those picks through a great throw to get Denver to start the game and get it back, right? But I'm just looking at the whole situation. I'm like, Bobo, baby. Yo, Bobo, baby. Oh,
if you didn't throw those picks, you wouldn't be in that situation, is what I'm saying.
That's just a McCaster with the examination, Bobo. So you can't do that. Hey, Bobo?
That's right.
Right about picks. Anyway, the Bengals, of course, still in the playoff hunt. Denver now has to win their last game against Kansas City. Yeah. But here's the thing: their next game is against Kansas City in Denver. Kansas City going to be sitting key players who need rest for 2 weeks before they play after the divisional round, right? So, yeah, I just don't see Denver would have to really.
I mean, they could pull it out.
Denver would have to.
Denver could pull it out.
Brutally fuck up here, okay? Hear me out. Denver would have to brutally fuck up here to lose this game. So I do think that Denver picks that 7th card, 7th seed up. We'll talk a little bit about that next year with the rest of the playoff picture. And then, of course, still right now, Arizona trails LA in the 3rd quarter, 10-0. But is in the red zone right around the 7-yard line is where the ball's at, with a chance to score right now. So with that said, that is the double screen. Oh, that got him down to the 2. That'd be 3rd and goal from the 2 for Arizona.
That's cool. They've got choices now.
Kind of
run it in our short pass or screen. Anywho.
While we watch Arizona attempt to, not embarrass themselves, right?
Okay, yeah.
Because the only thing Arizona's really playing for is to fuck up LA's chance at a playoff. Right now, Arizona's eliminated. They're just playing as a spoiler alert,
They're playing spoiler.
On the spoiler alert. But they came out heavy package on 3rd and goal. play.
Quarterback sneak.
Everybody knew he was doing that. Even the flag on the play is going to be defensive holding. That's going to be defensive holding on LA. That's going to turn that into a first and goal from the 1 because we have to miss the goal.
And now they have all kinds of choices.
Awesome. This is good. Yeah. Let's bring Marvin Harrison right back out there. Let's throw him a little tutty. He needs a little, what do you call it? A little emotional support from a tutty, right?
Yeah.
They're going to come back on that jumbo formation.
Yeah, lift the spirits.
This time they're not going to pretend to hand it off. They're going to really just hand it off. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. He's out there to make them think they're going to give a tutty.
I don't watch Arizona pretend to not embarrass themselves. They did come back out in that heavy package with the 3 tight ends. Oh, and they definitely handed it off, and they definitely got stuffed.
And that's just first down.
Hear me out here, Coach. Put him just bring him out. Let's go into a 2-down passing from the shotgun. Give Kyler the option to run or throw. Maybe throw a little RPO out on a quick slant to Harrison. Maybe throw a little cutout to the corner pylon. Again, throw that to Harrison. Let's not throw the ball to the tight. Let's not throw the ball to the tight. Let's just not even do that. I know first off, okay, they've been trying to force the ball to McBride anyway. Oh, Harrison's on the field, though, and man-to-man. Oh, and the wide receivers just went out into trips. Oh, throw it up to Harrison. Throw it up to Harrison. Jump ball, baby. Oh, wrong one. Oh, they ran the wide, and it worked, too. They got it with Tutty. McBride with the Tutty. Finally, McBride gets the touchdown, and he misses the ground. You know, he was...
Oh, look at that. The tight end got the touchdown? Are you serious?
Well, hear me out, though.
Give it to the tight end, bro.
I'm rooting for it because that's McBride's first touchdown of the year. He actually broke the NFL record for the most receptions without a touchdown. And so they just didn't want him to end the year without one. You know what I mean? So
yeah, well, that's still good. It's still a touch.
McBride finally gets a touch. Cardinals bring the Cardinals, of course, out on the field to extend this to move this to a 3-point game. And it was blocked. Great. So it's a 4-point game because that's our season in a nutshell, folks. This is why they don't want to hire me as the announcer because I'll just end up crying live on radio nationally.
Well, you're the one who wants to cover your game. Anywho.
No, it's not my fault. It was actually, we were supposed to be done with the show before it started. But anyway, neither here nor there. So, a couple of things to look at. So, that's 1, Chiefs, 2, Bills, 3 Ravens, 4 Texans. Those are your division leaders. And I believe the Chiefs, of course, locked in. The Bills locked in. And the Ravens locked in. And the Houston was locked in at their division leaders. You have the Steelers are currently the 5th seed. The Chargers are the 6th seed. So the Chargers still got something to play for going into next week, having Kansas City. I mean, not Kansas City. I'm sorry, but having their final opponent, of the season and a reason to play because they want to get into that 5th seed because that 5th seed puts you up against Houston, who's shown they're weak. Whereas if you're in that 6th seed, you're playing the Ravens in Baltimore.
Ooh.
Yeah. Wouldn't you like to just skip the Ravens the first round? Just kind of skippity-doo-dah-day. Funny enough, though, the presumptive 7th seed is the Broncos, of course. On the bubble, the Bengals still got a 12% chance to get in the playoffs, but they have to win next week. And they need some help from Denver, losing as well as a little bit of help. It's going to be crazy going down the stretch for them. And believe it or not, the Colts and Dolphins are still alive going into their final games of the week against New York.
No.
Weekend. They are still alive, but it's dude, okay, so Denver, so the problem is Denver, for like some of these teams, Denver has to lose. The Bengals have to lose. This team has to lose. That team has to lose. You know what I mean? I will tell you, though, that if the Colts beat the Giants, their probability to make the playoffs jumps up to 24%. So Bengals fans rooting for a Colts loss and a Dolphins loss because then that just keeps the Colts in play against the Broncos. The NFC picture is a little bit more wide open. Clinched, of course, the Lions. But at 13-2, with the Eagles nipping at their heels, they still need to win out. And they have San Francisco next week, or Monday night, I'm sorry, and then one more game after that. the Eagles in second. The third place team is the Rams, but of course, with the Seahawks still in play, obviously the Rams have not clinched yet. The Vikings have clinched the first spot, and so have the Packers. Those are the two, 13-2 and 11-4 division. That is the second and third place team in their division. Keep that in mind, guys. But they have clinched, and then of course the Falcons have not clinched. And in the wild card ratio, of course, you have the Falcons and Commanders likely going to get those two wild card spots. Okay,
I doubt that.
Oh yeah, but the Buccaneers are saying, "Hold up, wait a minute." But I will tell you right now that the Falcons have a tough out this week with the Commanders, obviously, whereas the Buccaneers have the Panthers as their out this week, right? So definitely a little bit.
And after that, they have the Saints. So,
and matching records, the Falcons do hold the tiebreaker over the Buccaneers currently, so they need these wins.
Yes, they need to win both of these games, and the Falcons are going to drop at least one of them. So,
and of course, the Seahawks, in order to win, would need a little help from Arizona tonight, obviously, right? And then on top of that, they need to keep winning and win out. That is the playoff picture heading into the final, not the week of the year, though. Not the final week of the season, just the final week of the year. The final week of the year.
Final week of 2024.
Final week of 2020, easy and easy. Final week of 2020, easy and easy. Folks, easy, folks, easy. I'm really excited for all of you. I ain't got nothing anymore. Nothing left. No, seriously. I'm really excited for the playoffs because I will say one thing. When your team's not in the playoffs, you can really be objectively a fan, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas when your team's in, you're like,
really?
I don't know if that's
stay with your whole chest.
Yeah. We got some good games this week. You got Aaron Rodgers trying to prove himself against the Bills.
Good luck.
That's not a good game. That's not a good game. That's not a good game. Buccaneers fighting for a playoff spot against the Panthers. I'd call that a game that's worthy. The Cowboys and the Eagles, with the Eagles trying to just maintain their supremacy over everything and everything known in the East. You know, game against the Cowboys this week. But yeah.
How about the Commanders win over the fucking Eagles last week, bro?
That was a good one. We all picked Philly, by the way. And we all would have been right had the Commanders not. First off, Philly was owning them, and then Jalen Hurts got knocked out. And then the Commanders started coming back into the game. If I'm being honest, you know.
Yeah, you're totally correct. But then again, I mean, that's also Jaden Daniels, and he's a buzzsaw at the end of the games.
Yeah.
Like, for real. So, who's to say anything would have been different?
Outright Rookie of the Year, no doubt about it in my book. No,
as he should be.
The Dolphins-Cleveland game, trash. This game's good. This is a potential playoff preview with two of the toughest teams in the NFC. The Green Bay Packers going to be in Minnesota. Let's go. That's going to be a good
number love.
I got number love for you, Marvin. Arlen, Teddy Tito, and Riley.
Riley?
Yeah, I just threw extra like average kid from today's name.
Wait, we going Boondocks say on here?
Right.
Riley's and shit.
I think the Falcons will be fun to watch, but I think that's mostly because we're going to see what Jaden Daniels can do.
Actually, it might be because Michael Penix Jr. is starting, and they've been kind of on fire with him starting. So, I mean, that does kind of worry me about the Commanders game. But other than that,
no, the 49ers are eliminated.
A really good game. Niners are eliminated. Nice.
Even though the 49ers are already eliminated, from the playoffs. They have a huge game against the Lions. And here's where it gets real tough. If the 49ers were to beat the Lions, and the Vikings were to beat Green Bay, and the Vikings would jump up to the number 1 seed, son.
Why? The Lions have a victory over them. The Vikings have not beat the Lions this year.
Right, but hear me out here. They have the equal record, so if the Vikings win and the Lions lose, then it doesn't matter anymore about that. It's just head-to-head records. And that head-to-head record
They're in the
is
same division.
No, it'd be 13 and it'd be 13-3, and the Vikings would be 14-2. They would just be the top seed going into the final week.
Oh, if they drop, but I don't.
Yes, you fucking whore.
Well, that's what you do with them.
Lions win out, and you'll be the highest seed you've been in God knows since when, right?
Do not put that jinx on them, sir. I done told you they're going to Super Bowl and they're going to win.
Oh,
that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm not Negro Damas. I'm just stating facts.
Hey, how was your Christmas though?
You know. At least my dad was alive, so that's like the best part about it. That's really the only thing we cared about, right? That's all we wanted. I know it's a downer, but it's fucking facts, bro.
That's an honest thing to say.
I got breaks, so there's that. I did that for myself, so I didn't die.
Stop, though.
To go to work. Yeah, I gotta be able to make it to work to pay bills. Because you know, our corporate overlords who are billionaires always going to take more and more of our blood.
You gotta pay your money, your soul. I mean, your paycheck.
Yeah. That's what it feels like. In some jobs, that's where you get the right job, man. That doesn't feel like they're sucking the soul out you. That's supposed to be your woman's job.
That's extremely extensively unnecessary to say, but point taken.
Okay, you're actually said your woman's job. That should be your lover's job.
There you go. Now, with that said, lover boy, that's the show for today. Next week, man, it's gonna be crazy, dude. We're gonna talk about, think about it. We're already gonna be talking about how do we do this season. We're gonna be talking about playoffs. We're gonna be talking
playoffs.
about
Actually, we're talking about college playoffs. I already know you're talking about that. You better be
digesting the college football playoffs and who's in the Final Four. It's gonna be exciting. I really just want to see a great showing from Arizona State. Coach Gillingham. Just would love to see that just be it. Yes, love it. You know, I just, bro, listen, I knew we were going to get good, right? Like, there's nothing better than having a coach that's really good, really talented, and then on top of the fact that he's good and talented, he's also an alumni. So it's, you know, he bleeds maroon and gold. It means something to him, right? So you couldn't have told me. So I knew we were heading in the right direction, okay? But you couldn't have told me that we were going to make the college football playoffs. And me and my son would sit here each week, right? And I'd tell you what, I'd be like, dude, this week. I'd be like, go. This week. And he'd be like, what? I'd be like, this week, if we just knock off this ranked team, we might finish in the top 4 in the Big 12.
Right.
And then it was the next week. And I was like, dude, if we just win this week and knock off this ranked team, we might be on the outside looking in on a Big 12 championship. And I ain't talking playoffs, son, but I'm just talking about maybe at least having a chance at the championship. And the next week could come by me. I'm like, holy shit, if we win this game, we're going to the Big 12 championship. If we win that, they can't deny us. So it has been an absolutely wonderful ride. School hasn't really been great at least in the realm of football since before when I was in high school, bro. Last time we were great, and we haven't been good in a while even, you know? So it's just nice to see. And we've been good since Jaden, I think, was the quarterback. We had a really good year with Jaden when Herm Edwards was here.
Yes.
Now, Pete, next week it's going to get even more fun. You want to know why?
Why?
It's the end of the season, baby. Can you believe it? Like, not that long ago, we were sweating our balls off in a hot studio, and now we're freezing our ass off in a cold one. Drinking a cold one.
That's how seasons work, my guy.
Love it, man.
Anywho.
I also love you and your family. Send you love to my family. I'll see you next week. The final week of the show.
Later, bitches.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a crazy fun week. We're gonna start rolling in the playoff predictions of all week. It's gonna be so fun.
Hey, yo. Booming systems across Colorado.
To hear the crowd go. Shake the room.
We like the cars that go boom.
That means I'm chilling.
Lazy.